You heard it here. Like his videos.
Like the video.
So what are you doing right now?
The goal is to put a belly line around the whole boat. So these pieces I'm tying on now have a little loop here, and this sort of, you know, there's another loop there. So we start with the ring on the front of the nose of the boat, and these just set the height of the belly line.
So what are you doing?
Making the posts. So this is back post and my front post, and I'm gonna strap it down. So I'm gonna pick 4 corners and tie it tight, and I'll probably tape this to this. It won't go anywhere. It'll be really tight.
Okay. Well, why are you doing that?
Putting the post there,
Mm-hmm.
so that there's a peak for snow and rain to slope off of.
Perfect.
After it's
All right.
wrapped. So I'm gonna hold this post here, so it's right where I want it, and then I'm gonna have Dad tie down to that cleat right there.
Where do you want me?
That cleat right there. Thank you. Oh, I got these right here. Let's see, it's not really far forward enough though.
No. So you're giving me a piece that was already tied to your piece. Oh, was that a mosquito? I sliced the tip of my thumb when I was cutting, when I was doing pumpkins.
Ooh.
It's healing up nice. But it just flapped open again.
Jack-o'-lantern injuries?
Yeah.
It's not a shrink wrapping injury.
No.
So does the shrink wrapping go under this, or does it go on top of it?
On top. See, all 3 of these straps you can tie loose. It's only one of them needs to be tight, and it pulls all 4 of them tight.
So now you're doing the front one?
Yes, ma'am.
We are strapped in America.
Nice. You think this is too tall? You want to cut this down?
Should be cut down.
I think it should be shorter. Yeah.
Put your thumb on the. Yeah, right by that knot. Go.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with the shrink wrap with these ties?
These ties are just to put the belly line around, so you can see all the way around the boat. We want the belly line to come down to about this chine. Once I get all these tied around the boat, these are basically a positioner for the belly line, holding it in place. When you put the shrink wrap on and you shrink it, it wants to pull up on the line, so these hold it, eventually just hold it down. If you didn't have these, the shrink wrap would just come up.
Eat.
Oh, so you have a good size one?
Do 2x4 instead of 2x3, so it's the right height. I don't need to cut nothing.
So why'd you decide you wanted to use a shorter one?
You know, because I wanted the tops to be more level with each other. That one was like way taller.
Okay.
Can you tie something?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 3-point post.
And that one was a 4-point post?
Yep. So now I'll do my center line across the top. And since this is a 3-point post, normally I just rest the top across the tops of the posts, but since this is a 3-point post, I'll tighten this one down.
What do you mean rest the tops across?
Like my center line across the top, instead of tying it tight to the top, I just rest it. That way it doesn't loosen any of the straps. It keeps them all tight. It's quite tippy here. This could have gone a little tighter, more upright, but that's fine.
Where are you going to tie it to?
To the back of the boat in the center. So it's going to rest across the top of that post. I'm not going to tie it around the post, I'm just going to rest it across the top. And this will get yanked down real tight right there. Give yourself enough room for the loop.
That's that. Go around the boat to get a length. I'm going to thread this through the loops. So this is the belly one. Over here, I'm going to go through this loop here. This loop. This loop. And then under here, you can use some of the boat parts of that. Put on the loop here. Through here. Here. So before you tighten this, you want to make sure you're not caught on anything. So I'm just going to walk around again. This is just sort of acts like a little block and tackle, so that you double the tension by pulling on that. You can see that. But this is keeps us pretty tight now. Doesn't have to be super tight because it's you got to be able to tuck the shrink wrap under it, and then when the shrink wrap shrinks, it'll tighten up just by virtue of the plastic shrinking and pulling it tight.
Is that all the framework done?
That's it. Now we shrink. Probably good.
We're way low.
Alright.
I'm like 2.5 feet past the line. Now I'm higher than the line. See that?
See the what?
I'm making sure that I pull enough so it's past my lubber line. So I want to go past it enough so I can weld it on the line. So I'm kind of right at it. So I got to go a little past, or we could just cut it a little long on the other side.
Is that all the shrink you're gonna need for this boat?
Yep.
Yep.
Unless we make a horrible mistake. go to the right.
Centering left to right, front to back.
So what are you doing now?
Hooking up the torch because covering the boat is the ceremonious halfway point. So now we centered the shrink, so now we're gonna start cutting the edges and welding the edges.
Are you gonna put the shrink under the lines?
Yeah.
Well, under the belly button.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pressure regulator. I gotta get the shrink back in there. On to the right.
How are you not burning this part of your arm?
Huh?
This part. How are you not burning that part?
Sometimes I do. Try not to point this at your arm.
Does it go in just a straight beam or does it kind of fan out?
It's kind of. Oh, you can see that. You can see it at night.
It kind of fans out.
Fans
looks
out.
like.
See the shape of this?
Yeah. Oh, so it goes.
So everywhere there's a cut, do pull this up, weld one side, weld the other side, which is wherever that cut is, kind of weld the pleat up. Oh, there's the other side. There's the pleat right here. It's fold. I'll actually get on the ladder and do the top of that pleat before we shrink it.
Do you ever point the flamethrower straight at your hand?
Pretty much pointed at my hand the whole time.
Are you gonna do that to the rest of the boat?
Yeah.
And here's a, you want to get this. Made a little hole here. So, you can add stuff welds to itself, so you can do that.
Is that it?
About it. I mean, clean up.
Get wet.
Is there a particular reason you're doing it today?
Well, the customer said he was going to do it himself, and I could just do it, so I'm going to do it. And I really like this customer. He likes all my videos on YouTube and Facebook, so he gets priority.
You heard it here. Like his videos.
Like the video.
So you gonna shrink it, or are you just gonna leave it?
No, I'm shrinking it. Am I gonna shrink it?
There it is.
You gotta tell everybody that.
I'll show you something over here. Belly line.
Mm-hmm.
Look how the when we shrink wrapped this is pulling up on this belly line, keeping it tight. And these are the straps that are now tight and holding the tension of the shrink wrap.
Finished product.